Right. Let's start with this one. So what's actually happening is users are not informed that there are no objects when trying to add to Sprint. So this is a quick and easy fix. We'll start with the easy ones tonight, and we'll work our way up into the more complicated ones. Yeah. All right. I cooked some spicy food, and yeah, I forgot how much I coughed because of it. All right. Ooh, there's been a mid-air collision with my license. There we go. All right, sorry, I opened up my laptop, so essentially my laptop was been like, no, I'm the most open one at the moment, and anyway, easy fix. All right, sorry, I am getting distracted with the cube at the moment. We all know how I'm like with the cube. I've got to put it away. So let's get this all set up. npm run watch, because we want to watch it being created. We're going to run our local version, and then this should pop up with, once it's finished compiling, a little thing. Takes about, there we go, there it is. Let's jump into localhost. So let's go, let's list all the sprints. So we're going to add an object to here, and if we've like got a project or something like that, it can add it in. Those ones look like we can add stuff, so I'm just going to add them in very quickly. We can still add stuff in. All right, so we want to actually remove them. All right. That's going to be a bug. I'm going to searching objects. Existing objects exist in search. All right, cool. And then what we want to do, method one, log into NearBeach, navigate the menu, find objects, and then list sprints, go to an active sprint, click on add object to sprint, select either task or project, add in all task/projects, click on add object to sprint, search for the same task/projects. All right, cool. Expected results, task/projects that have already been added into the sprint can no longer be found in the search results. Actual results, all objects are still present in the search. All right, cool. So I know that this is, give me 2 seconds, add time, yep. We've got about 40 seconds worth of the ads left. I'm just gonna quickly do this. This, oh no, this is normal. This is type bug, this is state submitted, assigned to me. This would be sprints. No version at the moment. I don't know if it'll be hard to implement that. I mean, I could have a quick look at it. Yeah, I could have a very quick look at it, and then what we could do is we could determine if I can fix it right away. If I can fix it right away, we can fix it right away, and then I can fix this other bug right away too. And then we'll just continue through the process. So yeah, let's do that very quickly. So what's actually happening is if we go into here, add object wizard, and we bring up this. Let's open up our network tab and let's go, let's say project. You'll see it hits the backend object data sprint potential object list. And if we search for this, here it is right here. We actually go to that implementation. Here it is right here. Now, the one problem is object data sprint. So if it sprint, oops, sorry, Max, I didn't mean to scare you. I don't know why he's circling my legs. Did you bring me a mousey to throw? All right, so we've got the destination, location ID, object lookup. So at the moment, I'm trying to remember where all of this has been kept data-wise. Yeah, we've got the sprint. Okay, cool. So what we want to do okay. So we've got a specific table for sprints, assignments, and so forth like that, which is great news for us. What we could potentially do is query this particular table and be like, all right, cool. We want to exclude everything that's already added in here. And anything that's been deleted, we want to ignore. So we could potentially add in an exclusion in here where we could say that either the project or the task is excluded from that list, which would be nice to do. So yeah, let's do that. So I'm still fiddling with this. I need to put this away. Otherwise, I just, yeah. I don't know why I put it over here. That was a mistake on my behalf. Okay. All right. I'm gonna put it all the way over there. Cool. So what we want to do is we want to have excluded objects. Simple as that. Now what we want to do, we just want them as a value. I'm just wondering how I can do that. Yeah, all right. Now, if we have a look at something like this, which is also under the sprint views, we've got the destination ID and location ID. I think we would use something like this to do it. Okay. I'm going to jump over here. I'm going to open up a new tab. I'm going to go source VM bin activate. We're going to play around with stuff. So Python 3 manage shell. We're going to from NearBeach import all the models and stuff like that. So let's say we're going to have a equals. In this sort of case, what do we want to do? We want to go object. No, this is an object. This is a sprint object assignment. Dot objects dot filter. Like so. So we've got all the query sets. And then what I want to do is, let's say I just want the task IDs from all of them. I could go, let's go destination equals task. And I can go values, sorry. And then I have an F string. And then in the F string, I'll put the destination and then underscore ID. And that will give me that. Perfect. Also, having a look at this with this, I'm just wondering if we can go a.filter and then go star, open this up. We want an F string where we've got the destination underscore ID under is null. And then we just go false. Like so. I should, at the start of that, sorry, a equals this. So I should be filtering out everything that is null from up here. And then if I go a.values again, there we go. All right, we can do this very easily. So up here, it's gonna be a quick error if I do it like this. Exclude objects. So exclude objects equals, and then hey Nocturnal, how are you going? Hopefully you're going well. Sprint object assignment dot objects dot filter, and then we've got the usual is deleted equals false, and then right here, this is where we do this, and we go with our F value destination. So that'll come through as either, oh, that will come in through object lookup. I want. That will come through as project or task underscore ID under is null, and that's going to be false. So we definitely want everything that's there. So that will filter that particular table. So if, for example, we've got a project, it'll filter for this one in. If we don't, it doesn't matter. We also want the sprint ID, which is going to be the location ID. So, like so, and I feel like that needs to be up at the top, and that needs to be there. Okay, so we've got the excluded objects. You're right, work was nice for a couple of weeks, but someone's leaving, so I've got to get back in onto a poisoned chalice of a project. Oh no. Damn. Yeah, it's excluded last week, which was just extremely busy and stuff like that, and I ended up having to be like, I just can't stream at the moment. It was good today at least. So I've got stuff done. Yeah, there's a lot more I want to achieve tomorrow. So yeah, I think it's just that time of year where I realize that the days, essentially the sun sets at 5 o'clock here at the moment. We've just passed the shortest day, so I'm happy. Google thinks I'm a bot. Sometimes I reckon I am. I nearly missed this one. Yeah. Well, sad is a real thing. So I do kind of want a satellite. So yeah. But yeah, same. It's just, yeah, cycling home the other day, I realized, because I leave on at 5 o'clock on the dot to get down a certain street before it gets very dark. And hey, Crutchcorn, how are you? My satellite is my terminal set to white theme. I love it. And how are you going, Crutchcorn? So yeah, at the moment, there's very little light by the time I make it to the end of the street. And it's a very long street, very packed. Very scary on a bike because there's a lot of people who don't park correctly and people who just open up the doors without looking. So yeah, and I think the other night I was like, it's just completely dark when I got home, like as I was traveling. And I think I'm missing out of that sunlight and I just don't go outside enough. People do that to me and I'm in a car. Yeah. It's amazing how many people just open up the door without looking, and it's just like, holy hell. That's, yeah, not fun. Let's just say that. All right, so we've got a bunch of excluded objects which we can exclude from data results. So what we can do now, I should also do this. Let's wait. There we go. Exclude the data from data results. So what we want, data results, and I keep forgetting. So this is lookup functions. We've got the object lookup. All right, I just need to remember how that's set. Object lookup. So we've got lookup project. Oh, yeah, yep. Oh, yeah, this is pretty stock standard simple, so it'll come back with a list of projects. So all good, I understand. I fully understand that you've been rather busy lately, so yeah. And hello, Zello Milo, how are you? So, in here, this should return just a list of projects. So if I forgot where I was, I go exclude objects, go down here, exclude data from the data results. So data results will equal data results dot filter, and then what we need to filter for is, this is where we use the F string again. We've got object lookup. I forgot to do the little squiggly mustaches. Underscore ID. This should be exclude, not a filter. So the data results dot exclude this, where this in, and then what we actually have is the exclude objects up here. And that's almost it. I do need to put the values on here. So we want, with values in here, to be object lookup and then underscore ID. And that should do it. Is it so cold outside? At the moment, it is 15.4 degrees Celsius in here. which is just under 60 F. But if we have a look at Melbourne weather, it's 10 degrees Celsius outside. So yeah, that in F is about 50. It's so hot in Sacramento right now. Oh, fair enough. Let's have a look. Oh, 20 degrees. Oh, okay, yeah. But yeah, you're getting up to 102. Ooh. Oh, yeah. All right. All right. You going to behave? So Socks is just jumping up and down. I don't know if you guys saw her legit jump up then. All right. So we should be now excluding those particular objects. And we're potentially going to break records. Ooh. Damn. All right. We've got a give Socks some treats. Let's get this set up. She knows what this is about. She's like, yep. All right, in your bed. Yeah, up in your bed. Yeah, in your bed. Come on. In your bed properly. In your bed properly. Yes, I am. Yeah, and I'm still here. I'm in Melbourne, and it is cold. We had a few days in the UK. We don't have aircon, so I don't get the fans out of the garage. Had the fans out of the garage. Yep. How reliable is Go Get Car Share there? I wouldn't have a clue. I have not heard of it, so probably not set up here. So yeah, sorry about that. I just have not used it. Don't even know what it is. Okay. Yeah, I can't say how reliable it is. Sorry. Oh, no. Keep going. There we go. Oh, wow. There's a lot of them. Okay. All right. Yeah, I just haven't used them. I myself either use my bike or my car to get around. So yeah. All right, let's get back into this. Let's make sure this is working. So now, if we go into task, we've got an error. All right, what have I broken? Query set does not have an attribute exclude. Is it exclude? Or is it excludes? Oh, sucks. Gotta look pretty for the camera, sweetie. All right. Let's see if it's exclude. Let's just resend it. No. All right, not a problem. All right. Filter versus exclude. Do I need to do another filter beforehand? Oh, sorry. I'm trying to... Because, yeah, I'm pretty sure this sends back a list of objects, and then I'm changing it here. All right, let's resend. Oh. Sorry, I'm typing one-handed here at the moment. Socks is having fun just licking my hand. Alright, unsupported lookup ID, big auto, or join not permitted. Ooh. Yeah, that's because I did a typo here. There we go. Alright, I'm just going to hit refresh. So if we go add object wizard, I think project will pop up with nothing, requirement will pop up with something, task will pop up with nothing, because I think we've got all tasks and all projects in there. All right, so I'm happy with this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up another thing. I'm going to go git status, git add. This would be under NearBeach views. I'm just making sure all that is left is just the statics. Yep, cool. So this is a simple bug fix. I'm just trying to find the bugs again. It will be this particular one. We are definitely going to put this in our version today. We're going to do this. We're going to also go ready for retesting. We're going to go over here. We're just going to paste it in. I am going to work around Socks' head. She likes to be in the way. That's right. I'll try and make her. There we go. Okay, she can judge now properly. All right, so this one I'm happy with. Now we need to go back and be like, users not informed that there's no objects when trying to search the sprint. Now that we can replicate this error. So what we need here is just a simple, there are no objects of that. So that's as simple as Socks. Don't knock off the thing, please. All right, so if we go over here, Socks, be careful, sweetie. Why do you hate my web cameras? Don't hate my web cameras. All right, so we've got add objects to sprint wizard. So I want to search for that in here. Add object wizard. Here it is. Then all we need. Please select an object. All right, cool. So what we've got here is we've got a simple bit of code. There's two things which we've got to kind of do. So if I go into this requirement item, this is in the old sort of table format. I'm going to knock this so you guys can see properly. Sorry, let me, sorry, the chilies are still in the air. Let's bump that to the right. Let's go here. So this is in the old format. If we actually duplicate this tab, let's go find an object. Let's go in here. Let's scroll all the way down. This is actually an RFC. And let's actually go into dark admin. So you guys don't have to see the brightness. So we've gone into task. If we go into linked objects, you'll notice these are still in the old table format too. So these are the old table format, which we're slowly progressing over into the card format. So this is the card format here. And the idea, pair programming, yes. Except she likes to knock things off my table, like the webcam. So yeah, we're currently upgrading this to do that. And I know we did it in one spot. Oh, I keep forgetting where it is. It might be in the Kanban. No, not here. I know I did something somewhere. Oh, it might be under the requirements. Not that. I've forgotten where it is. I'm sorry. But yeah, the idea being is we want to migrate to that particular thing. For today, we're not going to worry too much about it. What we're going to do is we're going to go... yeah, we're going to copy that. And down at the bottom, we're just going to go a simple div class equals card alert. Alert info. I'm going to paste this in. What actually happens is when it equals 0, we're going to have this appear. And it's just going to be simple as, sorry, could not find any applicable object model. All right, applicable. All right, I think that should do that. So if we go find object list sprints, we click on a sprint, we add object to wizard, like project, all right, requirement and task. There we go. Sorry, could not find any applicable tasks. I think that's perfect. It's quick, it's easy, it's done. All right. Let's go git add everything from source, git commit, bug fix. Let's go an untick read only. Now I am about 5% sure I'm on the wrong branch. All right. Oops, git the following untracked files, trees compared, all right. All right, just hold on. Git reset hard, git checkout, develop. Please git status. The following untracked. All right, cool. There we go. Sorry about that. Let's fix this up. All right. Pulling this all in. And something tells me ads should be starting any second now because the pre-rolls are almost off. And there they are. All right. Hat time. Hello, everyone. All right, let's quickly just look up that. Just made to commits onto the wrong branch. The following code I should know off by heart soon, just because I do this way too often, and I don't want to pull in this particular code yet for the scheduling. That will happen soon. So what I need to do for that is essentially test out the scheduler properly and make sure that the Docker container will run a cron job. And yeah, that's all I need to do for that, I think. And then make sure after that I got to make sure all the CRUD works perfectly fine and all that kind of stuff, and make sure that I check that each component and all that kind of fun stuff. So yeah, then that feature, which is a big feature, will be released. So yeah, which would be great. I keep forgetting. This is a new month. I have not done the retrospective or planned out this this month's tasks. So I've got to do that. So yeah. Anyway, we should be back. All right, welcome back, everyone. Cool. We looked up this. Oh, that's the scheduled task feature. Or the scheduled object, I should say. So it could be a project or a task. So yeah, it's getting close. I just didn't work on it last week. All right. Git checkout existing branch, git merge branch to move commit from. Git checkout branch to move go back 3 commits. You will lose uncommitted work. All right, so I need to store uncommitted edits. All right, that's perfectly fine. Did I sort out the cron stuff? Not yet. I didn't do any work on it last week. Sorry. So yeah, I've just got to literally just build my own basic Docker and then try with that and get it to write something somewhere random. To stash before you're doing this, use git stash. Once completed, you can retrieve the stash. Yep, all right, cool. Move an existing branch. Move to a new branch. So we need move to an existing branch. So git checkout existing branch, git merge branch to move commit from. But I don't want to merge my stuff in just yet. Git checkout. Go back 3, you'll lose uncommitted work. In this sort of case, what I've done is, we just got to GitHub, it might be. I've accidentally committed 2 commits to the wrong branch. So what I've done is these 2 commits, which I've done today, I want to move them onto the dev branch, but none of these I want to move. Just these 2. Cherry pick. All right. Okay, is a powerful command that enables arbitrary git commits to be picked, reference and appended to the current working head. All right, cool. Yep, that's what I want. So cherry pick, and then I just got to get the commit numbers, which, yep. Cool. So git branch. Is it cherry pick? How do I spell it? I don't know how to spell it. Oh yeah, cherry pick. And then I want to paste in this branch number. Ooh, merge conflict. All right. So, this is fine. Add object view. We've got this open. Okay. I think you might have done them backwards. Hopefully not. Cherry picking really threw me off when I first learned about it. Yeah, I have heard of it before, but I forgot what it was. Although maybe not, I didn't see. Got to treat them like a stack. Yeah, so it was on the dev branch when I cherry picked them into the dev branch. Now I've just got a merge conflict to do. Something tells me... All right, do we still have the table in here? No, we don't have the table in here anymore. All right. Wizard results, card tick. Oh, this, all right, cool. Yep, so what I want to do is I definitely want to get rid of the table stuff. I don't need that anymore. Now, this is like, it's like that. All right, cool. This will line up with this. And then all I need to do is get rid of that, get rid of that, and get rid of that. All right, cool. That's fixed. So what will that look like? Yes. Let's actually test that. npm run prod. My thoughts on its GUIs. So I use SourceTree a bit at work. Oh, one error. I'm happy either way. A lot of the times I try and keep my commits very small, but it's good sometimes to have something where I can click on each file and quickly scroll up and down my code to see what the differences were and so forth like that. So yeah, otherwise I haven't used anything outside of SourceTree. And as you see here, I like the terminal. I do know there is a Git diff library out there which you can install, and it makes the Git diffs really, really good. I forgot what it's called, and I used it in the old place, and I sadly forgot what it was called when I moved to my new job. Git Delta for that. Oh yeah. You like the terminal too. Git GUIs have just saved my butt too many times. Yeah, yep. No, I can see that. I can see that happening. Especially with me, I can key some silly things in sometimes. All right. So, and one silly thing is we need another div here. And that was the issue. And if we just run that in prod, this is why we're testing. So, yeah. Ooh. All right, thank you. Whilst it's booting up, I'm going to paste it over here. I think this is what I used. All right, yeah, because I recognize it looking like that. So yeah, anyway, sorry. Chat's been, Sox's head is right in the way of chat. So I used Temple to Git Delta. I never got Git GUIs, probably a muscle memory thing. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. But yeah, I've only used SourceTree before. Okay, cool. That's that. Let's go over here. Let's hit reload. I think this is where I was thinking. There we go. There's the new carded system. And that's where it is at. And then, all right, cool. So that works perfectly fine. Let's jump over to here. Let's click on this. Let's go git status, git add near, or we want git add source. Sorry, I should not have done git status. We just wanted to git add source, and then we want to git add cherry pick continue. All right, cool. Is it hyphen hyphen continue? Yes. All right, yep. Cool, write and fix. I'm assuming we do a git push. Cool. Done. All right. And yeah, I'm going to save that for later because I might reinstall that. All right. So we've done this. We've done this. This one is now ready for retesting. So we've done 2. Let's start dealing with a more complicated issue. So with this, we've got a lot of white. You can't tell there. Got a lot of white space and so forth like that. So we had a similar issue on the Kanban board. And I wrote down here, potential solution, much like the Kanban board functionality, we should calculate the width of the Gantt chart on mount and on screen size change. The calculation should take into account the width of the field plus the width of the days, 35 pixels each. So yeah, much like, I think, however, that number has changed because we started using the, yeah, it's 48. So 2 pixels per hour, because with the Delta, we're having so many issues with getting it to lock up and all that kind of stuff that we're like, you know what, we'll just do a Delta change over an hour. And when we go into rendering this per hours, we then do a Delta change of minutes. Much like how we implement this on the Kanban board, we'll need to check which size is larger and use the appropriate width. For example, the Gantt chart is bigger than the screen width. We'll use the following. Calc that. For example, if the Gantt chart is smaller than the screen width with a size of 1145 pixels, we'll use the following. Yep. This will be implemented on the Gantt chart class. Yep. We should then implement a margin auto 0 for this. All right, sweet. Oh, cheers. Thank you, Nocturnal. Okay, cool. I am going to edit this. And yeah, put 48 pixels in there because, yeah, it's 2 pixels per hour. Which also gives us the ability in the future, if we wanted to, change the delta down to half an hour. So yeah. All right, so I can close this, I can close this. I can close this. I can close this, but I just want to see it on the develop now. Oh yeah, there they are. And I can close this. And hey, the Bob that I know, how are you going? Hopefully you're going well. And don't forget to drop everyone, exclamation mark drop, followed by an emoji. I'm doing Frankie, who was an extremely smart cat. She figured out how to unlock the cat door and escape in the middle of the night. She was awesome. Okay, cool. So with this, what we want to do is I'm going to actually do something weird. I'm going to put this at the bottom. I hardly do the bottom anymore. This is weird. All right, so we want to put this on the Gantt chart, we said. And in fact, what I'm going to do is list all object. I'm just going to go into a task. I'm just going to go misc. I'm going to go, oh yeah, I put the bugs here now. Sprints. List, no, sorry. This needs to go to project. And then create new sprint. All right, cool. So we're just creating a new sprint. Let's say it's going to be 1 week. 1 week. So it's like this. So if we go up here with the Gantt chart, and what we want to do is here, we want to do this on the element. So if we were to calculate this, this would be, I think 900. I think that is correct. I think that's 900. And then that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. 8 times 40. 48. 300. Okay, plus 920. Oh. 1004, I think. Oh. Sorry, 384 plus 900. Yes, 1284. Okay, so if we go into here, we go to Gantt chart, we just go width, pixels. All right, sweet. And then we go margin, auto, and like so. And that would work perfectly fine for this. And then as it shrinks, we use the proper formula and stuff like that. So yeah, all right. Now we just got to do this so it calculates automatically. Okay, so what I want is Gantt chart. That needs to be done under source. And then up here, we need a vbind style equals, and up here what we want to have is width. Oh, hang on, we might need width and margin auto. All right. Get Gantt chart style. Simple as that. So if we go down here, we go into the methods. Like so. I still have PhD from Gantt charts early in my career. I'm building one. And it's nowhere near completed. So, yeah. So, I'm going to keep this one as simple as possible. I do want to include the requirement items inside it, even though requirement items themselves don't have start or end dates because they're essentially the sort of small component of user stories. Just called requirements in NearBeach. So the idea being is you would sort of line everything up under those requirement items. So tasks and projects should line up under there. And yeah, I haven't figured out how that's going to work yet. So that's going to be a couple of months, sadly. Hopefully this month I sit down and crack it. All right, so, and the idea is I've got to also make this very portable. So you might not want to have a sprint. You might want to have just a pure Gantt chart. And I'm going to have to implement that, which will be fun. Now, I'm just wondering, this doesn't get called every single time. So I'm going to remove it. And I'm going to have We've got, all right, update Gantt style. And what this does is we're actually, we're just copying this. Just for the moment. All right, so that's in there just for reference. So we've got Gantt style. We want a variable called that too. So I'm just going up into here, and I'm just going to go Gantt style, and it's just going to be blank to start off with. And then up here, we're just going to delete that. We're just going to put it in there because this is going to be a string. So it doesn't matter what we put in. So if it's normal, we'll have it like boom, like that. Otherwise, we'll have the style override and be like that. Which is, yeah, it's going to be easy. Okay. So down here, we want a local variable var Gantt max width, and what that's going to be is that's going to be the number of days. So if we have a look in here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm trying to remember how I calculated that. Yeah, it's the start date minus the end date. And this is where I'm going to pull up some Vue. I'm just going to plop this off to the left again because this is in, damn it. All right, let's do this. npm run watch. So I need to look at all the variables in there and figure something else out. Okay. Oh, sorry. All right, it compiled. We'll leave it running. Just gonna hit refresh. I've got a VueJS issue where I've got to do this. And then click on here. We've got the Gantt chart. We've got destination, sprint, end date, start date. Yep, that's cool. Location ID, that's fine. Parent, down here with the data, we've got dark theme, we've got end date issues, we've got an add in 5 minutes. Is down, all those sort of things. I wonder how I did this again. And it was something very simple. I think it's just the start date minus end date. I'm sure. As I say that, I'm pretty unsure. All right. I'm going to hit reload. Yeah, nothing's jumping out there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the logic around up here. Render Gantt monthly header, render, oh. Yeah, it might be under there. Okay. Render days header, definitely, because we're not. We're not pulling anything down. Am I storing it in Vuex? Let's open this up. we've got the monthly header, delta days, that's that. Oh, VX binding. All right, we can grab this from Vuex. So what I need to do is watch Gantt chart data. No. I need computed. There it go. What I want, what is it called? Delta days. Okay. There we go. And I'm just double checking that that's going to be in the correct location. Gantt chart, yep, sweet. So we've now got our delta days. So just scrolling down here, we can then say that this is 900 times, 900 plus this dot delta days times by 48 pixels. So get the max width of the Gantt chart. Cool. So then we just need the screen width. And I forgot how I did that. But yeah, I think it's something just as simple as window dot something like that. No, it's not that. Definitely not that. Available height, available width. No, all right, easy done. I'm just gonna have a look at what I've done before. So under Kanban board, I think we did something similar. Oh, resize, yep, there we go. And we need to do this. So when it creates, we need to resize everything. So little adjustment 2 times plus little adjustment, yep. Container element. Kanban container. All right. Gotta love it when cats do a drive-by concentration break. Latte just walked past and nudged my footrest and carried on his way. Aww. Yeah, Max has been coming in and sitting next to my feet and just nudging my leg every now and then. But the instant I move my leg, he's out of here. He's like, nope. Okay, cool. So what we're doing is container element. Yep. So if I go a document.get element by class name and I key this in and I'm just grabbing the first one. So a.client width is that. If I change that, that's how I've done it. All right, that's pretty simple. All right, cool. All right, so what we need to do is, how are we calling it here? Kanban container width, so container element. Document.get element by class names, and we're grabbing the first one. Mocha used to bring a bat, put next to my foot, and when I eventually moved and kicked him, he'll then start purring because he knew I'll throw the ball for him. Aww. If container element is undefined, we just return. Otherwise, these shouldn't be vars. These should be, this is a const. This is a const. this will be a const screen width equals container element dot screen width. Not scroll width, sorry, what were we using? Client width. All right. Cool. All of that is fine and dandy now. So, if the screen width greater than the Gantt max width we want to, all right, so if the screen's bigger than the Gantt chart, what we want to do is we want the Gantt chart to be, we want to specify the Gantt chart size and margin. So if the screen width is greater than the Gantt max width, we want to this dot Gantt style equals, and it'll be one of these. Width is going to be maximum width in pixels, margin, auto, and 0. And that's it. And then else and in this sort of case, the style will be just this. Oh, sucks. Careful. Like karate chopped you then. All right. Cool. And that's it. Function used to determine the size and margin of the Gantt chart. Easy done. All right, now we just need to call it. So in here, now we've got this called resize. Okay, we're doing things a little bit different in here. That's perfectly fine. What we want is we want created and unmounted. And we want just a resize event. Okay, cool. All right, so on created, I'm just gonna make this. I'm just gonna paste it in like that. We're gonna write it up very, very quickly. So we want window add event listener. Resize. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Start, and then we want to have the update Gantt style. Like so. That's pretty much it. So update Gantt style. Yeah, cool. All right, so in here, if I hit refresh, we've got an issue. Build failed. Not a problem. That's just a build fail. There we go. That we just needed to wait a few more seconds. Now, it's not doing what we want it to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down here. I'm just going to put in a console log in here. Stay on your desk for 30 minutes? All right. Console log got here. Whilst that's happening, I am going to raise my desk. Socks is quite used to this. Alright. Just get my my little mat on my feet. I need to get another one of these. Alright. I have not been standing today. Cool. Anyway, gonna hit refresh. What we want to do is we're definitely getting a got here. But we are getting, alright. I think I know what I've got to do. I think what's actually happening is I should have kept reading what was happening down here. So in the resize stuff, what we're seeing is we've got that. So then we've got to get the element itself, which we've already got the element. And then we've got to put the style on it. Okay, that's not going to be a problem. Socks, stop it. In your bed. Oh, she's knocked something underneath my desk. Ah, it fell off. All right. Chaos, I tell you. All right. So let's go back into the Gantt information. Let's go down here. This ain't going to work how we want it to, which is fine. What we want to do is we want the container element dot style. And I tell you what, we forgot to put in the element name. That could be just it. And it's just called Gantt chart. All right, waiting a few more seconds. Gonna hit refresh. We're gonna pray that there's no console logs issues. Noticing that there's a lot of back and forth. Noticing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Ooh. All right. Now we've got an issue in here with our math. I think we need to plus 1 day in here and then times it by 48. Easy done. Can hit refresh. All right. Considering it's flashing, I'm not a fan of that. Because yeah, sometimes it'll pop in like this. Calc-da-da-da-da. Not what I want. Okay. I think I just unblocked the biggest blocker for printing my book. Oh, that's good. Oh, what was the blocker, if you don't mind me asking? And feel free to put your book link in here too. That's exciting news. All right. What I want to do is I want to test something else. I'm just going to do this for a moment. I'm going to go element, container element, dot style equals, and then I'm just going to go width. I'm just going to go Gantt max pixels, margin auto 0, like so. I am going to give a bit of spacing in here. The blocker was that I couldn't figure out how I wanted to handle my links in my printed version. But I just added a transform to my TS to handle that. Oh, nice. What will it look like now? Because, yeah, that is... Links don't work in books. I mean, they would work... I'm assuming it would work on an ebook. But, yeah, a printed book, it's... yeah. So this dot, container element dot style equals width calc 100 view width minus 10 pixels. All right. So I'm just going to refresh that, and I'm just going to, it's still doing it. But it's no longer landing on it. There it is. No, it's landing on it now. Okay. Guessing something like footnotes. Launched digitally in March. Hang on, let me send a screening. All right. So I am going to get rid of these because we are going to be editing the element directly. Another thing I want to remove is in the data, and I've absolutely lost where I put that. And all right, gonna remove that. And another thing I want to do, so I've got to make sure that these are ints. And hey, Jay the developer, how are you? It was good. Baldur's Gate was good. I do love Baldur's Gate. I've had a lot of fun with it. So the amount of hours I've spent on Baldur's Gate is quite a lot. Let's have a look. Sorry, I'm going to have to copy this and paste it over here. All right, let's have... All right, similar to works on the hood, similar. It's also in React source code itself. Oh, okay. Oh, neat. Footnote is a dedicated reference chapter. Ah, nice. The numbers are broken down. I have a PR open to fix it. Ah, cool. Oh, neat. All right. Let's refresh this. Oh, we should get this so it works on mounted too. This dot update Gantt style. Oh, don't forget to drop everyone. More hours on Baldur's Gate 3 than NearBeach. Sadly, nothing could take that. I don't want to know how many hours on NearBeach I have spent. It's been a lot. Alright, gonna hit refresh. Alright, so I didn't get this. I mucked up some math formula, but that's fine. Yeah, it's still doing the flashing every couple of pixels. I wonder why. All right, to fix this particular thing, what we want to do is we want to go this dot next tick to update Gantt style. So that should do it in the next tick. Hang on. I'm calling that wrong. There you go. That's how you do it. Got morbid question for you if you're up for it, and if not, oh yeah, go ahead. Update the styling around the Gantt chart. Oh, one other thing I should implement is, yes, it's like this. If we have a look at this, yeah, it's set to that, which is definitely wrong. So I'm not asking because of NearBeach itself, but more so because I'm looking in the mirror metaphorically when asking. No, that's perfectly fine. Yep. All right. So somewhere this screen width is smaller than this. And I don't know why. So what I'm going to do, screen width. But after so many hours working on something, 1, how do you define success? 2, when do you call it if it doesn't reach that metric? Ooh, very good question. All right. So I have a couple. I forgot I drew this. So for me, I look at it as multiple sort of stages. So my definite end goal is to live off NearBeach. Now, my main source of income for NearBeach at the moment is through streaming, so ad revenue, donations, and all that kind of stuff. Definitely, it is enough to actually cover the overhead for NearBeach, which is great. But it's definitely not enough to actually hire a programmer to cover the holes that I have in my sort of skill set or anything like that. By far, nowhere near that. However, I've broken it up into smaller goals too. So I've got like a small goals, where one of them, now I've achieved this goal, is get out 0.30, being a stable branch. Release, I should say. So I spent 7 months last year doing that. And then followed to get the release candidates out and stuff like that. And then from there, I absolutely crunched more and more bugs. And I spent pretty much the rest of the year, another 5 months, sort of achieving that goal. My current goal at the moment is features, implementing new features. Which at the moment, it's every month. I'm sort of hitting those sort of goals. Another sort of goal is getting people to use it. Socks just sat on my mouse, so that's why that went crazy. And this coincides with another goal, feedback. So we've all seen this sort of diagram, get users, get feedback, make improvements. So the getting people to use NearBeach definitely feeds into this sort of thing. So how do I define success is when I essentially reach these sort of goals. And so this one's definitely current. This one's definitely current. I would say this is a success and a great success. because I fixed a whole lot of bugs and issues in NearBeach and made big improvements, especially towards its sort of flow and how people would use it and so forth like that. And how would when do you call it if it doesn't reach that metric? And that one was pretty hard. I think if I got to 0.30 and no one was using NearBeach or no one found it interesting or something like that, I would have probably moved on. So yeah, like, good news is I've got some people using it, like Nocturnal, and yeah, I'm getting feedback and so forth like that. So yeah, it's hard. It's very, very hard. But yeah, and people loves it. Yeah, thank you. But yeah, the end goal is there. But once again, I've got a lot of smaller goals which I'm aiming for. I like those smaller goals. I'm not so daunted by having lots of little goals. So yeah, how do you define some users? At the moment, I would probably say 2 or 3. So yeah, I'm a bit realistic. I don't. If there are people out here using it, I only know of Pippa Nocturnal and maybe one other. That's excluding myself. I'm actually using NearBeach for myself, and my partner's also using NearBeach as a little to-do organizer. So, but they're using my instance. So yeah, and yeah, this is the problem with open source. No, I won't say this is a problem. This is the hurdle with open source, because you're putting it out there. I'm not hosting it for anyone. I don't know how many people are self-hosting and just not telling me or giving any feedback or anything like that. And that could be a possibility out there, which is fine. So, yeah. And if anyone's interested in, if they actually do want to self-host and so forth like that, we do have self-hosting. As in, like, we do have instructions so you can self-host. So you can copy this Docker, compose, follow the instructions. A lot of this is you're literally just updating these particular fields and so forth like that, and you can get it running up in hopefully 10 minutes. I admittedly think my goals are ambitious and always way too high. Yes, well, I've got this one, the end goal, up here. However, I've broken it up into smaller, little, tinier things. So it's like the little I'm trying to think of an analogy for this, and I'm going to try and draw it out. All right, if Sox's tail's sweetie, your tail's just in the way. All right, cool. So, I think this is just perspective. I should also note at this particular point, I'm afraid of heights. I'm 6'4", I'm afraid of heights. All right, that will make sense in a minute once I finish drawing this. All right. I like to take this approach going up the stairs. So these are a lot of little goals and so forth like that. And I like to reward myself at each point. And that reward could be something very tiny, like a good pat on the back, or it could be like a yeah, and sort of celebrate type of thing. So a good example is when I did the release candidate for 0.30, that was a good sort of yeah, and I rewarded myself. That's how I look at that. And then when I look back, I've made a sort of mental note where I've actually written down everything I've achieved and so forth like that. And you guys actually won't be able to read them, sorry, because they're on Patreon. But what I've done is every single month is I've gone into here, and where can I get to my little posts? And I've done retrospectives in here where I've noted what I've done, so forth like that. So every single time I look back, I can see this is how far I've become. and so forth like that. So yeah, that works for me. It's not going to work for everyone. And I fully understand sometimes people like doing this. I can't. I'm afraid of heights. So I can't look back and see how far I've progressed. So yeah. Hopefully line drawing makes sense. I'm just pulling something out of my hat at the moment. So hopefully that makes sense. So yeah, why everything is built around Sass nowadays. So the idea of spending another 2 years on another book feels a lot like because it feels like it flopped in some ways. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. If nothing else, you learn how to write a book. I learned how to write a book. Yep, I knew how to write a book prior to writing a book. I wrote 100k words before the book came out. I'm extremely bad at that kind of small success awarding things. Yeah, I launched the book and then immediately forgot that I wrote a book. Oof. But remember, you wrote a book. How many other programmers out there, or any of us programmers, can actually state that? I haven't wrote a book. I'm terrible at writing. So in that way, that's a huge achievement. That's like up here. That's, yeah. And you should feel proud about it. As for spending another 2 years on another book, feels a lot like, what if you did little blog posts here and there? Break it up. Do a small little project. Something which can be turned around in a week or a month. Oh, you blog anyway. Okay. So, yeah. Hence the 100k other words, yeah. Who says it has to be words? Could be a little flip book with a little stick figure. I don't know why my brain went that way. But my dream is to finish my trilogy. Oh, fair enough. Alright, so the first book is a comparison between React, Vue, and Angular. This is where everyone figures out I can't spell. Is it Angular with a G or a J? Alright, my spelling's bad. But yeah, it was Josh Goldberg's TSL lint maintainer plus book author that provide a good introspective of it's going to feel empty for a bit. Yeah, I'm now curious, if you don't mind me asking, what would be the second and third? I've never written a book, so I'm interested in how it feels. Oh, actually, just wait, something has just triggered in my head. Baldur's Gate 3 guy, Sven Vinkli, the black hole. Oh, I've got to find it. All right. Oh, and we've just hit an ad break. I'm going to go on to ad time. Whole after finishing a game. All right. I'll just get this up. Website layout. Oh, all right, cool. Sorry, I did not see it on the website. That is because I am terrible at reading. The fundamentals, ecosystem, and then internals. Yeah, nice. Oh, yep. Oh, they're chatting today. Oh, all right. For weeks, they've only been following and they've never chatted. A blog is very different to a book right now, so I'm sure there were changes. There are for sure. It should be hard on myself. It's hard to turn into rational size and link into what it feels. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Are we almost finished? Okay. I'm going to go back. Welcome back, everyone. Okay, cool. Sorry. I did finally remembered it. So the Larian CEO, Sven Vickel, says something is not to blame for us to take the decision. On the contrary, they do their best. No, where's the black hole thing? All right, that's what I wanted. Sorry. Every game developer will tell you that when you're finished, there's this black hole. And that was said by the Larian CEO, Sven. He had it after... yeah, he's had it since, like, Divinity Original Sin, number 2, and all that kind of stuff. I think... Would you say you're reaching your black hole? Until Book 1, Fundamentals, no other libraries or tools. Book 2, Ecosystem, all the libraries and such. Book 3, Internals, Rewrite, React, plus Angular, plus VueJS from scratch. And that actually does sound very interesting. So, yeah. I did bring it up here, but I think I scrolled. So, yeah. Well, yeah, I'm just going to copy that and I'm just going to paste that in there. Sorry, I couldn't find the video. But yeah, I do remember Sven talking about it in a video somewhere where he was like, I've reached my black hole moment. And it sounds like you've reached that too, which is fine. Definitely a black hole to some degree. Fair enough. I've sadly have not reached anything like that, but kind of a what now moment, even though there's still way more to do. I would definitely try and search for that video from Sven, because yeah, I think he talks about it, and I think that's what you're probably going through right now. After writing my PhD thesis, I wanted to never do anything like it again. That's understandable. That is very understandable. I have never ever wanted to do that. I have had a friend who's done it. So yeah. It's kind of like a what now moment. Yeah, I haven't reached this end goal yet. And this is probably why I don't feel this yet. And all right, cool. So let's say there's our timeline of T. This is the start. I've got little goals along here. And I know I'm only here. So when I finish one thing, I can instantly see the next thing, and sometimes the thing after. So to do likely motivated. Yep, they are. Cheers. Thank you very much, Nocturnal. So yeah, and I think. Right. Yeah. Yeah. The length doesn't matter. Just saying that right now. I think what you've done is, yeah, you're here, which is awesome. Little smiley face there. But yeah, I think there's just the what to do now. I realize I've drawn the circle before I've written the text and it doesn't fit. And I just got to fix that up. There. Oh, they can't. Oh, all right. Sorry. I forgot about that. That's why I drew the line smaller. I was hoping to fit it all in. So, yeah. No, all good. All good. Sometimes you just need to chat things out. And, yeah, get a different perspective. Well, hopefully tomorrow when you wake up, hopefully you'll be like, you know what? I am going to move myself from here. Just making sure, yep, everything could be, and be like, dip, 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 and go back here and be like, all right, sweet. Look at all, look at all these little goals I've got. So, yeah. But I'm happy to talk to you, by the way. So, yeah. Oh, fair enough. Have you started the second book yet? Or is it just one of those things where you just don't want to touch it just yet and you need a little break? What did you achieve with it? You achieved a lot. Alright. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, do you need to adjust starting more on the second thing, etc.? Yeah. I think you also need to start celebrating these little goals. Have a little, let's see if I can still draw a balloon. Have a little balloon. I've started the second book, but it's far from where it needs to be before I feel like I can sink my teeth in. Okay, fair enough. Yep. I've never written a book, so I can only... I'm assuming you mean like you're setting up what you want to cover, chapters, examples, trying to get V1 tan stack form first. Okay. Trying V1 tan stack. Oh yeah, doing a lot of research and stuff, yep. Cool. Yeah. But remember, when you get that done, that's a goal. That deserves a little party. Look at this. There's a party balloon with a smiley face. So, yeah. It's so annoying. I can't find his black hole talk. Yeah. I'm assuming you're saying that is definitely a party balloon with a smiley face. But yeah, you should definitely reward yourself when you hit that goal. Luckily, I have a lovely support network that celebrates a lot of my wins with me. Ah, that's good. That is really good to hear. So, yeah. And yeah, I copied that right. I'm just gonna pin this up. Actually, I might. No, we want this link. Yep. I'm double checking the spelling because I am terrible at spelling. There we go. And yeah, okay. There we go. There we go. All right. Cool. That's okay. It's a good book. And thank you very much. You didn't have to. Greatly appreciated. That's okay. Thank you very much. So all the money we get actually goes back into NearBeach. I'm hoping that we're currently saving up for someone who knows a bit of UI UX to come in and consult just for a couple of days to sort of redesign a couple of things. So yeah, thank you very much. It greatly appreciated, Crutchcorn. And yeah. So yeah, thank you. And we're almost reached our little goal, which is nice. So, yeah. Anyway, we should jump back into it. But yeah, I'm happy to talk, by the way. We're now fixing this up. For some strange reason... Oh yeah, that's what I was doing. The screen width. I'm gonna put the number 1 there for no reason. I was meant to do that. I'm going to go... screen width. And then we've got Gantt max width. All right. So that should send that out, and then we should be able to do that like that. And I'm just going to refresh. Can hit the convo. So this doesn't quite work how we want it to, but that's fine. I want it to land on there. So the screen width is 128. One to 4. I think I know what I've done wrong. All right. I think I've done a little silly boo-boo. So we've got the Gantt chart. What we want is actually the container or the body. Okay, let's go into the console. Let's just delete all this. Let's go a equals document.get element. All right, let's read what I've done. Okay, resize procedure, little adjustments, container element equals Kanban container. All right, we've got to look at the container, not the element itself. So I need to paste this in. We're getting rid of this. We're then having a look at the container, which I just think is container at this particular point. Container wide. And don't forget to drop, everyone. I am doing Grumpy Max. We're gonna just copy the wrong thing, didn't I? Container wide. Paste. There we go. So container element, container wide. Yep, that's fine. Return that. Screen width. Yep, container element. Yep, that's fine. And then the screen width. Yep. All right. Sweet. So another thing we've got to do is this needs to wait. This dot set timeout. No. Set timeout. This dot update Gantt style, and we're just going to wait 100 milliseconds. That should be fine. So if we reload, oh, I didn't do it properly. still doing the... Yeah, it's still doing it. Okay. Not a problem. Okay, I'm going to fix two birds with one stone. We're adding a watch. We're going to add a watch on Delta days. And what we're wanting to do is this dot update update Gantt style. All right, cool. Yep, that's fine. All right. I like that. And then what we want to do, so that updates that. Perfectly fine. I don't need to worry about this anymore because it'll go from 0 to something and the watch will handle it, hopefully. And then update Gantt style. It's got the container wide. And then I'm just going to go console log container. Realize I've got to do this. Screen width. And then we've got to have Gantt width. All right, cool. I'm going to hit reload. So boom. Now I do need to adjust this slightly. Because this is width 900. I know I've got to adjust for these. If memory serves me correctly, it's off by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pixels. So if I go Gantt chart, go here. Sorry, yep, Gantt chart, yep. Where do I have my width? Oh, we've also got padding. No, that's margin. Okay, that's good. Then it does that again. All right, that's really weird. All right. Oops, just accidentally knocked that. All right, let's get to the bottom of this. I don't know why it's flashing. I guess you guys can't see it flashing, but on the right-hand side, it's adjusting its width to 100%. And if we have a look at this, the container's going from 1363 to 1284, which doesn't make any sense. That is an object HTML element. Yeah, I know that. I wanted you to print that out. All right, we'll just do that. Wait a few seconds. Let's hit this. Let's do this. All right, so we've now got it set to this. If we click on this, I know what I'm doing wrong. I'm just going to do this. All right. And then up here, I'm going to go vbind style equals Gantt style. We're going to go down into here. We're going to go, all right, cool, Gantt style. At the moment, it's just going to be like that. Then we're going to go all the way down here, and we're going to fix this up. And all we need to do is just go this.Gantt style equals that. And I messed up my key presses then. All right, so that should do it. We're gonna wait 1 second. We're gonna hit reload. All right, this is matching up perfectly now. Perfect. All right. So that was, let's just add in project. Let's add that in. Let's change this to 04. What month is this? We're in, oh God, we're in the new, we're in a new financial year, which means I got to do stuff. Let's make this like this, and presto. We need the margin auto to work though. The width is working. Oh. Yeah, easy. I got these around the wrong way. All right, cool. Done. Okay. There we go. And then when this increases, boom, straight into the old way. All right. Perfect. Took a little work, but we got there. But that is fine. Let's make sure I delete any sort of code in here. Function used to determine the size and margin of the Gantt chart. Yep, get the max width of the Gantt chart. Cool, get the width of the screen. If there is no container, run. Get the width. And then, yeah, cool, done. Gonna close that. Git status, git add. We're just adding the source, git status. I'm just double checking that these are all going to be static, which understandable. Yep, cool. Git commit, bug fix. We're going to copy this. We are going to paste this in. We are then going to git push and hope for the best. All right. This one is now ready for retesting. And we'll go back into this. Realize it's not there. Go back. Ready for retesting. What did I click before? Or did I not do that correctly? There we go. All right. End day within sprint. Sprints cannot show requirement items. We're going to actually, I don't think we'll get that one done tonight. I'm going to move that one on. I have ideas around that. So if we go back into here, sorry, I'm just going to have to reset this canvas. What I want to do is very much similar to like how this is sort of set up. So if we've got this like this, Hey, come on, thank you. So then we've got one row here. So forth like that. What I want to do is I want to create a sort of layer being like, all right, cool, this is underneath this. So we'll have a plus there. We'll have... So this will be a requirement item. I've mucked this up. Give me 2 seconds. All right, so we've got a requirement item. It won't have a start date or end date. And then let's say we've got projects or something underneath. These will have end dates and so forth like that. But what I want to kind of do is sort of, and this is the end sort of plot, is I kind of want them to nestle under requirement items. So the idea is you've got a requirement item, okay, cool, it's going to be, you're going to create certain tasks to complete that requirement item. And remember, requirement items are essentially a more detailed version of the user story. Or if requirements are essentially the broad picture of what the user wants, the requirement items would be a user story, I think. And a lot of the times you need to break them up into projects and tasks. If you're lucky, it's just a couple of tasks and so forth like that. And then what will actually happen is, yeah, the requirement item won't have any date functionality whatsoever, but you'll still have these down here. So you can visually see, hey, these particular objects are connected to this requirement item. They live underneath it and so forth like that. And just because NearBeach is built in a particular way, you might have another requirement item down here. And once again, I will try and build in this functionality where you can collapse stuff. You might have a different project and task down here. And sometimes some tasks or projects might hit 1 or 2 requirements, stuff like that. So yeah, I've got to still continue planning this particular functionality out. At the moment, it will come. So yeah, that's why I'm moving it on. It's just going to be one of those sort of things that I move on until I've really fully designed this out completely. Sprints cannot show requirement items. Yep. We're just dealt with that one. I'm just going to hit this and hit this. That'll make that disappear. Users with reader-only permission from one group can... Ooh, we do actually have a fix for this one. I'm just wondering if we've got enough time tonight to fix it. Don't know. Duplicate dates. I tell you what, let's see what we can do with this particular one. So what is happening is log into NearBeach, navigate, find object list sprints, select any sprints, change the end date of one of the objects in the drop-down editor. The whole bar moves. All right, cool. Bar to resize the size of the updated end. The bar goes back to the original date. Oh, all right. Clicks on this. 15th. I'm going to have to do that again. All right, so let's go into here. Let's go. All right, cool. Actually, I want this to be at the end. Okay. Let's try that again. Because this might be, we might have fixed this already. I'm just going to hit refresh. I'm going to state that the end date is not the 8th. Let's go it being the 3rd. Okay, that's fine. Let's refresh. Let's go to the 5th. I think that's fixed. I think we fixed it in a prior version. Okay, not a problem. All right, we'll set ourselves a little goal. If we can get this one done tonight, it shouldn't be too hard to actually do. This is working functionality, for example. We'll have the same results if method, complicated user, correct, yep. All right, so user with read-only permissions for one group can still create projects and tasks. Yep, so this is a specific sort of case. We did solve it somewhere. I need to double check that particular place. And I think we solved it in the scheduler. So the idea is with them sending through all the user permissions whenever they're creating something. And we double check everything. And I am so sorry, I just realized I just missed an ad system. An ad that went off. I do apologize. Yeah, sorry, it didn't pop up for me. I need to get one. I need to get one of those bots. All right. Sorry, I am going to be just a minute or two. I just need to go to the bathroom. Sorry, I was waiting for that ad to pop through. I will be right back. We've got socks here to keep you guys company. I'll be right back. Anyway, I am back. Perhaps you could take a stream to make your own bot. Yeah, one day. Oh, do I have the right screen on? Yes, I do. Cool. Yeah, that's the one thing. I just don't want to maintain anything else at the moment. Considering what I have got planned for NearBeach. So yeah, and thank you very much for the follow, Takakari71. Welcome. I do hope you are enjoying my content. So yeah, hi, welcome. Okay, users with read-only. Okay, I know how we can finish that one, but we'll land on that if we get this next one finished. So we've got the My Planner. New functionality in NearBeach. Currently it lives under the user, but we're moving it to its own little drop-down menu. What do you think about Copilot in Windows? Well, I don't use Copilot in Windows. I'm on Linux at the moment. I find just had to do. I find this creepy. Yeah, I find that creepy. And I find it a security issue. So, yeah. That's my 2 cents on it, but once again, I don't use Windows. So, yeah. I changed to Linux because of that a week ago. Fair enough. Yeah, I've been using, oh god, over 2 decades. I started using Linux back in 2003. So, And then when Ubuntu came out, I was like, oh wow, it just literally makes everything simple. I don't need to think about the OS anymore and stuff like that. And I've been a Ubuntu user ever since. I'm pretty vanilla when it comes to Linux. However, thanks to me knowing Linux, I picked up system administration and all that kind of stuff. So that really helped me getting my last job, where they needed someone who could edit Apache files, edit Nginx files, get a WordPress site up and running within a day and so forth like that. You got the Linux Mint. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. So yeah, you eventually do land on a distro and you're like, you know what? I'm fine with this distro. I'm going to use this distro. All right, what I'm doing is I am assigning this to me. I'm going to update my profile picture. There you go. I love it. How can I see temperature of CPU in Linux? Oh, this brings me back. What desktop manager are you using? Because yeah, if memory serves me correctly, Cinnamon. Ah, thinks I'm a robot again. God damn it. Look at it. Make me do all these clicking things. Okay, cinnamon spices. No, cinnamon desktop. It gets really hot. This is 3 years ago. I don't know if psensor is good. Has real-time graph too. Yeah, some of these might be old. Just double check. Oh, this is still active. Like 2 weeks ago. What is this? Conky. Conky is free, lightweight system monitor for X that displays any kind of information on your desktop. It can also run on Wayland with caveats. macOS, output to console, a file, or even HTTP. All right, grab the latest release. They've got it for Gen 2. I mean, this might work for you. I haven't used Cinnamon before. I use GNOME. So I've got a shell extension for GNOME. So wait, GNOME CPU temperature monitor. So sensors. And yeah, this is what I would use. Cinnamon would have something similar. So instead of typing in GNOME, I would type in cinnamon. All right. Oh, this might work. So yeah, hopefully that helps. So, yeah. I'm trying to remember 2 decades ago what I was using. LM sensors, I think it was. On Debian 2. Debian, oh, what was it? Wheezy? Which, a long time ago. All right. I was using Woody. Yeah, because that came out the year prior. Yeah, so the funny thing is, a lot of people haven't realized that in the last 5 years, there's been a massive sort of jump. So Proton came out, which made it a massive jump. However, I've been using Steam on Linux since... So I missed out on the first round, but I got into the second round of the beta testing and stuff like that. That was back in either 2012 or 2013, one of those 2 years. I remember being extremely excited and running home and installing Steam and stuff like that. But yeah, it's made massive sort of jumps and so forth like that, which is awesome. I don't have Windows installed on my computer. I have a unused 2 terabyte hard drive which is connected directly to the motherboard because it's one of those solid state ones that I spent a lot of money on, and I just haven't installed Windows on it because I haven't actually had that need. So yeah, there will still be games which just don't run, which is a pity. And I'm sure other people will find those games pretty quickly. Like, I'm not playing as much, I will admit that. Like, I'm playing a lot of my Switch, a lot of my PlayStation 5, Baldur's Gate 3, definitely on this machine. I'm going to be playing Planescape. No, not Planescape. Kingmaker, Pathfinder next, I think, after Baldur's Gate. Yeah, I've just got so much that just works on this now. I have an old laptop with a Windows 10. Should I get Linux? That's up to you. If you have to think about work also. So if you do need Windows for work, so for example, if you got any legacy .NET stuff, it's best to have an old Windows machine for that. So it's up to you. If you find that Linux does suit everything for you, that's great. And then, yes, you can move that to it. But you've also got to remember, if there's some old sort of stuff that you need Windows for, then it's nice to actually have a Windows machine just laying around. I will eventually get Windows installed on this machine. I will also update this operating system, which I just remembered I've got to do. You don't really need Windows apps, to be honest. Okay, that's good. Then, yeah, I would. You can also then experiment on other distros, too, and see how they work compared to Mint. All right, we want to go to My Planner. Oh, that's using the new card layout. Yep, that's looking so much nicer. There's nothing wrong with Arch. In fact, the Arch Wiki is a great source of information on Linux. It, however, is mainly aimed or geared towards Arch. The thing is, there's a lot of config and setup if you really want to play around with Linux and seeing how it sort of everything comes together, then yeah, sure, do Arch. But yeah, there's a very steep learning curve with Arch. So if you were to do confidence over time, okay, Mint and Ubuntu, you've got this sort of confidence where you essentially reach, actually, no, just wait, hang on, that's the other way. You essentially reach this sort of confidence pretty quickly. And you're kind of happy here. So that's that. Arch, on the other hand, it's a steeper learning curve. So yeah, there's a lot to learn. I would recommend getting yourself familiar with a distro like Ubuntu, Mint, Fedora, and so forth like that first. And then if you're like, you know what, I want to learn Arch, I'm going to say go ahead. And then if you learn Arch and you really want to challenge, Linux from scratch, which is something I have not yet played with. So yeah, Linux from scratch, you actually literally build your own Linux sort of distro version thing. I haven't actually played with it yet. So yeah. This is... Alright, if you are interested in Arch, there's the installation guide. A lot harder to do than Ubuntu or Mint. But that being said, you know, if you want that challenge, you want to see how things work, go for it. There's nothing wrong with one day being like, you know what, I want to see how this works, and breaking it down and trying something harder. Yeah, there is a lot of investment time. Look at this, like this keeps going up off screen. It keeps going quite a while. So yeah, but you'll get a lot of knowledge from how Linux works, how system administration is done, and all that kind of stuff. And you might want to actually go down that path. You might want to be like, you know what, I want to learn a little bit of system admin knowledge. So yeah, at the end of the day, you should be having fun with your oh, that's a line. That was, oops, sorry. Gonna undo that. At the end of the day, you should be happy with your ecosystem. So yeah. And yeah, customization is through the roof. Oh, fair enough. And that's perfectly fine. I'm happy with Ubuntu. So yeah, I've been using Ubuntu for a very long time. And I have tried other distros and I keep coming back to Ubuntu. Alright, I'm just going to close these tabs. What we're going to do is we're going to open up the thing of the thing. What did I want? I wanted my planner. And I wanted my planner. And then I wanted new planner object wizard. What project am I working on? All right, cool. So what I'm working on is an open source project management system called NearBeach. So inside NearBeach, you're able to, you know, do the usual, create an organization, create customers, and so forth like that. When you're ready, you can have a Kanban board. You can gather user requirements and break them down into requirement items. And from there, you can create new projects, tasks, and then when you're ready to deploy, you've got a request for change. So yeah. Yeah, I've got a friend who uses Pop OS. Anyway, today we've got a planner. So what you can do is for the next 7 days, you can just loosely say, hey, I'm just going to work on these particular tasks. This is just for you. So this will only appear on your dashboard. It's not appearing on my dashboard because I didn't put it on today. So there you go. You got today's to do, and you can have it in here. And then when you like finish these off, so let's go, say you go into here, you're like, yeah, this is now closed. You update the project. It sends you back to the, you go up here. We will have this looking visually like it's crossed out or so forth like that. So yeah, that's what we're working on today. As you can tell, it is mostly done in the sense that I have one little tiny thing to do. We have the ability to add duplicates. So if I go into the project and here, I can select that project and just add it in again. And it appears twice, which is not what we want to do. So yeah. Oh yeah, before changing to Linux, a lot of videos on YouTube recommend either Zorin OS, Pop OS, or Mint. Oh, fair enough. I have not heard of Zorin yet. Okay. That's also another good thing about Linux, is you can certainly revive your old PCs. I tend to keep mine for about 8 years now, ever since I was 21. So I was 21, I got a PC, and I kept that till I was 28, and then I got another PC last year when I was 36. So, yeah. And if you're wondering what KDE is, KDE is another desktop environment. So it looks more similar to Windows. This GNOME looks, I won't say it looks similar to Mac OS because I use Mac OS at work. So yeah. Oh yeah, Krita, KD and Live. Oh yep. Oh, don't worry about asking, by the way. Nocturnal and I have been using Linux for, as you can tell, decades. So feel free to ask any questions and so forth like that. Yeah, it's just another desktop manager. So how the desktop reacts and looks. So yeah. This is also another thing a lot of people sort of trial around with and install. So I've installed Xface. I used to use Xface quite a lot on my old computers back in the day when it was single core processors. Those were fun days compiling, let's just say that. Yeah, where I didn't have enough CPU power to run something fully fledged like GNOME or KDE. And don't forget to drop everyone and add an emoji at the end. I'm doing the shell shocked. Used to use Cinnamon on Fedora, but KDE has some really nice improvements, so I switched. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, I haven't used KDE for a while. I think I'm happy in the GNOME environment, so I just haven't moved. So, yeah. I should trial it out again. Alright, so we've got my planner. The idea being is, what I was thinking is, if we have a look at the view, we open this up. Just going to refresh this. You'll notice that it goes My Planner, and then underneath My Planner, we've got the New Planner Object Wizard. And what I was thinking of is, under the My Planner, sending this data down. So we've got the object data. That's not what we want. We want the the data array, don't we? Yeah, we want the data array to be sent down because underneath we've got the data. And what we could do in here is we could exclude certain things. So, for example, we can go, all right, object type project with location 1, we want to exclude that. I use Sway on my laptop as is not as powerful. Oh, fair enough. And I wanted to experiment. Oh, fair enough. Yeah. I do have an old laptop which I should install something on it just to play around with it. But yeah, it's just the time thing. I just don't have time to play around with stuff. Maybe Linux from scratch one day. Get NearBeach installed on it with Linux from scratch. That will be an achievement. I got the ThinkPad 470 and an old Samsung with Windows 7. Oh, fair enough. Yeah. Feel free to that's the best thing about Linux is old hardware, it'll be fine with it. Perfectly fine with it. And it opens you up to actually be like, you know what, I don't matter about what's on this laptop. I just want to try out this distro, see what's different. Or try out this desktop environment. Desktop management. Sorry, I'm tripping up over my own words at the moment. So yeah. Experimentation is a lot of fun. So what I want to do is if I send stuff down, I want to filter out certain things. Windows 7 for 12 years now. All right, fair enough. Yeah, about... What year is it? Yeah, 2012. I was using Windows 7. At work. Fun times. My day-to-day job dealt with massive Excel files. It's 2024. So, yeah. How time flies. Alright. So, what I want to do is I want to send stuff down. I want to make sure that the object type is that. We'd have to check with the Samsung laptop, but ThinkPads are fine. Okay. So I'm just going to open up this. I'm going to reset canvas. So we've got one component and we've got another component. And we want to send data down. And then we want to exclude certain data from in here. Where will I do that? You want to get yourself a new one to your collection. Any recommendations? I actually have not used a Samsung laptop or a ThinkPad in a long time. Yeah, essentially for my work, I got a MacBook Pro. Oh, and we've just hit ads. Saw those ads come through. Ad in progress. All right, ad time, so you guys don't miss out. There you go. This sucks. She's like, what? She's like, oh, nope. Tell you what, I'll give her some treats. There you go, sweetie. Sorry. I yawn. All right. She hasn't found all the treats yet. There's one right next to her. She hasn't realised. Got yours for $120. Oh, nice. Sweetie, there's one right there. Right there. Yep, cool. Cool girl. Yeah, she is one fluffy beast. And welcome back, everyone. Yeah, it's getting cold here. So she's certainly put on a lot of fluff. So, yeah, come late spring, she's going to lose all of this fluff. And it's just going to be everywhere. So, yeah. Alright, so we've got the data, but what we actually have set up is, if I move this over here, we've got data. We've got an array of different days, and inside we've got a bunch of data, and then we've got data inside there, and we've got more information inside there, and all that kind of stuff. So if I do send it down, got to adopt a cat, never had one. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, I got my first cat when I was in my early 20s. I think I was either 21 or 22. I think it was 21. I think I got my first cat, Eve, in 2008. Or was it earlier? Was I 20? Oh God. She died 2011. Minus 4. 2007. I was 20. Sorry. Got my first cat in 2007. I only had a dog, German Shepherd. My dad got it when I was born, so he basically same age as me. Aww. Yeah, I got my first cat when I was 20. She sadly passed away when I was 24. When I was 24, I got Toby Tripod. I had him till I was 29, and cancer. He passed away. I actually got Socks, the one you were seeing, back in 2015. So that would have been like 28. So yeah, I've had a number of cats over the years. All right, so what I want to do, yeah, I got all my cats from the shelter. So we've got RSPCA where I live in Australia. So, yep. There's other shelters too that I've gotten other cats from. Socks was actually free. From Poland? Ah, fair enough. Yeah, Australia is actually quite far away from everything. So I'm actually located in Melbourne. But yeah, we're quite literally... It takes me 14 hours just to get to Thailand. Takes me well over 24 hours to get over here. So, yeah. Okay, so with the My Planner, I could send data down with my planner. Yeah, I'm going to have to send data down. Oh, I don't know what button I clicked then. Okay, vbind. Let's have a look at my planner. So in the my planner, we've got the date array. So yeah. I'm going to send that down at the same time. Yeah, Kuala Lumpur to Melbourne is 8 hours. Yep. A lot of the times to Thailand can be around about 10 hours if you get a direct flight. But a lot of the times you stop over at Singapore. So Melbourne to Singapore is around about the 8 to 8.5. And then if you're lucky, you've got an hour and a half wait in Singapore. So yeah, a lot of the times we'll fly to here and then fly to either there or up here or so forth. So yeah. And in a couple of months I'll be up here. Yeah. The one problem is Singapore is one of our major hubs. Where we go to. Also, there is Hong Kong, I think, is another one. So there you go. Yeah, it's not many direct flights. Trust me, I've had a look. It's just I can never get any. I always have to fly in. So yeah, but I cheat the Scoot airline, so it's pretty cheap. So I can't complain too much. All right, so what I want to do is I want to send data down, and then in the new object, listed days. How is this new planner object wizard? New planner object wizard. All right, this one's called list of days. So it starts off with 0. Oh, it's just a simple for loop. All right, cool. We've done that up there. I wonder if we could nick that data. You use Manila as a hub. Ah, fair enough. Yeah, that's Philippines. Been meaning to go to Manila. If memory serves me correctly, I think around there. There it is. Yeah. Yeah, I think our planes can get there. Because I know... Trying to think where I'm going in a couple of months. But yeah, we hop up here and then we hop over there. So, yeah. But the good news is we're usually direct from Melbourne to Fiji, Melbourne to New Zealand. I think sometimes New Zealand. Pretty sure. And so forth like that. Yeah, I've never made it further than Thailand. A couple of years ago, I was in South Korea for a month. That was fun. And yeah. All right. So on mounted, what we do is we get all this data. Sweet. Sorry, I'm just getting on my way home to yours in. Can crack off the heater. Yes, sorry, I've just been asked to do something very quickly. I will be right back. So I'll open up the door now. Sorry, I need to turn on the heater. Okay, so for the for loop. So we're mounted, we do all that kind of stuff. Yep, that's perfectly fine. What I want to do, it's got listed days. I need to figure this out. And we've got the list of days like that, but if we look at my planner, we've got the data array, we've got it like that. That's not going to work for us. Damn. All right. All right, and then when we add the object, we've got it like that. I've got an idea. Sorry, I'm just having a think. What I could potentially do is we've got the component up here, and the data we send down is pretty much that whole entire date array. Because this doesn't need to render correctly straight away. So that whole data array would be this, and we just send it down. Then once it's down there, because by default, if memory serves me correctly, the data array has nothing in it. But when we send it down, so data array, and then on update, it rebuilds everything. I think. Sorry, just having a quick little think about this. So at the moment, when it goes down into the new planner on the mount, if we go down here on the mount, it actually sets up those options. But we can actually just grab those options easily from the data itself. So we've got the My Planner, here's the data array, we just opened it up, we can combine these two fields together and then add that in there too. And then have that all in one zone. But if we have a new plan object, have a look at the list days, we do have a value of that, which if we go back into My Planner with these data arrays, we do have it set up like that. So that could potentially work for us. And we just have the data attached to it. And then whenever it gets changed or something like that, it gets yeah. All right. So let's test it. So we want to call our method update list of days. And all it's going to do is loop through the date array. What are we calling it? Date array. Date array, and format the values. And format the values. All right, cool. So this dot date array, which we haven't pushed through yet, so we need to actually go up here. We've got our props, and we're going to go date array, and that's going to be type of array. Default is going to be return nothing. And then what we want to do is update list of days. This dot update list of days. A lot of this is just going to be now not needed. We'll need to do that. All right. So date array dot for each row. All right, cool. So we're doing a similar thing down here. So we've got the straight off the bat, declare local list of days. So let's go var list of days equals this. There's a reason why we're doing it as like this. The reason being is we set up everything in this particular local variable, and then we push it. We don't mutate it. We don't mutate. We only mutate the list of days variable once. So we got this. So then this dot. No, it won't be that. It'll be list of days dot push, and then all we're pushing is label, which is going to be as simple as something like this, and value, which is just going to be row dot, and then we just have a quick gander over here and be like, all right, cool, date. So this will be row dot day and row dot date, like so, and we're also pushing through data, where it'll be row dot data. So this data here, easy done. So it goes through all of that. And then what we want to do is then update list of days. List of days equals list of days, like so, and set this. I think. I don't know if we need this particular one. Okay, no, that's fine. We'll leave it there for the moment. If it causes any issues, I will figure it out. All right, so that means when we're updating data, all of this will update. It will mean that that resets that to the first one, but that's perfectly fine. And what we want to do is when someone goes in here and changes this, that's when we want to actually update this. So we have search terms in here. We're going to apply something to the search terms. So we're just scrolling down till we find those cards. Just going to copy that. There you go. So we want object filtered results. So there's our object filtered results. And I know we've got a couple of watches or something like that on somewhere. Some methods. No, we don't. Oh. This is going to be annoying. Okay. Okay. Where's our search term model? All right. Okay, search term model. Oh, is this our watch? There it is. There's our watch. So search term model. This is it. This is where we filter everything out and so forth like that. So what we want to do is, yeah, add this in here and so forth like that. Okay. Sorry, I think I'm just fading a little bit quickly. I'm going to need to come back to this. I don't think I... no. Should I? I think I could. No, I think I can finish this. I think, yeah, I've got an idea. What we want to do is we want to, when the search term model is done, apply filter. And that's just like that, apply filter. We also want to if we click on this, on the model, so data day model, we also want to do this dot apply filter. All right. So it's going to be somewhat similar to this. Cool. Yeah, I tell you what, let's cut that out. Let's go and go up here. So apply filter. I'm going to paste this in for reference only. So what we want is we want a local version. So I want to have let object results equals this dot object results. All right, and we're going to mutate the local version of the object results. So I want to grab local version of the results. We also should put, when it gets the method and stuff like that, comes back object multi. Okay, we don't want that one. Not the save links. Not the save links. Not reg. Oh no, have I? I put this in the wrong spot. 77, 95. So I put something in the wrong spot. Because I usually don't have the watches under the mounted, and that's just confusing. Sorry, the methods. And this is confusing me at the moment. So watch day model, apply that. Object model. Let's going back here. So the object model is project, and then I go to Kanban card, and then, all right, cool. So when the object model changes, it does all this. Then object filter response is that, yep. Is searching false. Search term model is nothing, and then just apply the correct filters. So in that sort of case, what we could potentially do is get rid of this. Because then we can go this dot apply filter. That clearing out, that's perfectly fine. Is searching false, that's fine. It's, yeah, that one we don't need anymore. Cool. So that should be applying filters. So up here, we've got the local object results. What we want to do first, so we've got to remove any results that are the same. So remove any objects that already exist within this day. All right, that's easy. So what we have, so we've got an array. So we've got the date model. We've also got a list of days, like so. And we should have data against them. And we're on an ad break. Ooh, I'm not building. All right. All right, sorry. Sorry, I've just gone a bit quiet in the ad break. I do apologize. I was just looking things up very quickly. All right, so when I was watching has stopped. All right, workstation. Welcome back, everyone. You didn't miss much. So we've got those building now. We're going to go over here. We're going to hit refresh. We've then got list of day 0 is undefined. All right, cool. I'm going to have to actually think about this one. So I'm actually going to go git reset hard. I need to plan this one out better. And then npm run prod. All right. We're going to do a quick release. Because we can. So what I need to do is for these 2 that I haven't done, we're going to push them over into the next release. That's perfectly fine. We've still completed 4 for tonight. Yeah, I didn't think I could do that one. I'm just getting a bit tired at the moment. I'm tripping over my own thought patterns, and I'm like, you know what? It's getting late. Let's get this sorted. So npm audit. Actually, let's bring this over here. npm audit. All right, cool. We've done the npm run prod. Now we've got to go npm run end to end. So yeah, this one won't take too long. It does tend to fail on the first run. So yeah, hopefully it won't. And then we're going to look for someone to raid. All right, I've got a few options tonight, which is nice. Okay, so we've just done that. It's past everything. I'm going to be happy with the screenshots because we've been using NearBeach all tonight and so forth like that. Check all screenshots, so I'm going to be evil or not. Make sure the development branch has been pushed to your origin. Yep, okay, cool. Git status, git add, everything, git commit. Release 0.31. Ooh, is this the big 3.0? I think it is. It's getting exciting. Yeah, it is. I'm pretty excited. I'm gonna move that there. I'm just gonna go github.com, NearBeach. Okay, develop was done 10 seconds ago. I'm gonna create an pull request. We're gonna visit Circle CI. We're gonna go into the application. And we're gonna click on this. Now, having a look at this, these work perfectly fine. I'm not worried about this, nor am I worried about this because this is on the scheduler branch. That's not working yet, but that is something we need to fix up. And it's just a database migration issue. So we need to actually, when we do a deployment, we need to be like, all right, cool, here's the original database, fill it full of the fixtures, apply the migrations, and then reapply the fixtures. All right, as those are running, what we need to do is we just got to do this. Bug fixes. We do these in version order. So I'll just click on this. I'll then copy this. And then paste this in. So the great news is I've set up uTrack so you guys can actually click on these bugs and actually go to them directly. So I've kept this rather open. And then we're going to take a copy of that. So it's holding up on the Circle CI build, but I do believe it will pass. The backend has passed. I'm going to be naughty and just merge. We don't need to delete this branch. We do need to go to here and we need to create a new release. We need to go 0.31.30. We need to paste those in. We need this as